I have no idea how long that was off. I do not know what's going on with my camera. I did not change the settings, so I don't know why this is doing it. But anyway, so we are doing this little lesson in obedience of doing what you're told to do, even though it doesn't make sense. In the makeup world, that may not be a good idea because I feel like this is not going to look good, but we'll see. They're asking me to put this shiny color on my lid, which is fine, but they're saying going up into the crease. Well, if you're a little young girl, that may be true, but if you're older and you put something shiny right there on the brow, right there, that will make your, what am I trying to say? The hooded eye, which is usually true. Some people have it by genetics, but also you can just get it from aging. Your eyes, the skin drops, y'all. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do what they said. Go up right there. I did get a little bit on the inner corner, which is good, even though they said to use that pink. Okay, I went a little above the crease, just like they said. Alright. I did it. I think that just highlights the hood. I think that looks terrible, but, and y'all, look at the fallout on my chest. The best thing to do is just pop your shirt. Okay, we'll finish doing that later. Alright, then the next color, what did they say is the outer corner. What's 2? I did do 2. I disagree. The outer corner is 7. Just purple. Oh my gosh. What's this color? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That color. Okay. I'm going to do it this way. It's like a purpley blue metallic. I, again, think this is not a good idea. At least it is darker. I mean, that part's good. Tap it off. We're going to do just the outer corner. Oh, that's weird. That's not blue at all. Maybe that's why. What do y'all think of that? It's just weird looking though. I'm gonna do it. Okay, so again, we ended on the fact of not turning when you feel down or you don't understand what's happening to you in your life. Instead of turning inward from your pain and going into self-pity and depression. Now, I'm not talking about people with clinical depression and it's because of chemicals in their body. I'm talking about when we get down and we let ourselves spiral even worse down in self-pity. That is sin, and it's not okay with God. And one of the best things you can do is turn to some friends and let them kind of help you pull out of that, for one thing, but also just to turn to God, confess the sin, and say, Lord, I'm going to trust you no matter what. I know you will bring good to me, and I'm going to praise you anyway. And that is what God wants us to do. He wants us to praise him in the storm, and that is one of the points of this storm. It builds our faith, and then when he brings us out of it, he promises to do that. We just have to be patient and wait for the lessons that we're learning. And you say, well, what is the lesson? I don't know. Each person has different lessons. I'm learning different lessons right now, going through Lance having cancer. And I don't want him to have cancer, but I know that God has purpose in everything that happens. So I'm trying to look for what is God teaching me in this. And what is, Lance has got to ask that same question for himself. That's not something I can tell him. We can share because we're also spiritual friends, even though he's my husband. He's also my spiritual mentor and my spiritual friend, so we can share what we feel like we're learning, and I think that is actually a good idea. Your friends, and I hope your husband is that for you, a spiritual mentor, or at least a spiritual friend that you can turn to. I am using this dual fiber brush to kind of flick off all this fallout, because it's blue glitter fallout, and it's not looking great. So what do y'all think of the overall look of this? This is the look that they suggested with this palette. And I guess it's okay. I'm going to blend it a little. I feel like it just, I'm not crazy about it. Let me get a blending brush that has nothing on it. There we go. So I'm just going to kind of blend this out. And I think that will probably help calm it down a bit. This side, I'm just kind of blending the edges of where each color stops. You know, right here where the crease color comes together, this comes together. Now, did it offer doing a color underneath? Yes, upper and lower lash line is color number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? is like a gold bronze. I like a dark color there, but it doesn't want that. So I'm going to be obedient, not question. That's what my little lesson's about today. And we'll see if it ends up in a beautiful color, because this is makeup. This isn't cod. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm going to use this little tiny Morphe E35. It's like a pencil brush. And I'm going to use this, what looks like a coppery gold color. And I like a dark color under my lashes, but we're going to do something different, I guess. So under the lashes and over the lash line. Are you kidding me, really? Okay, I'm going to do it. What do y'all think? The difference in this eye and this eye? That's with the... It's not something I would have picked, but I'm doing what I'm told by this little instruction manual on the palette. Right on the lash line. Boy, there's a lot of fallout, I gotta tell y'all. But this is a very frosty palette, okay? That's the whole point. It's very frosted, and I just wanted to try that today. Okay, so now that's the look. What do you think? Do you like it? Okay, and again, this is Sugar Rush by Flower Beauty, and it's just a kind of a berry color palette. Now, I didn't choose the bold berry. That would have been using probably more of these. Actually, we did use those, and these pink, that pink I bet is used. I thought I was going to be using more of the bronze color. We never even touched the brown. Interesting. I would have thought that. Now I'm going to pop my shirt like this. I am trying to dust it off too. It just looks terrible. Because there's just so much. I can do it this way. I'm not rubbing anything in. There's just so much powdery stuff. Alright, so now I'm going to use a liner. This is the Tarteist, and it's very, very pigmented is why I'm choosing it. I purposely want it to be. There we go. And I'm just going to lay that down right there. And really get right at the base, so that we can have a nice, oh wow, this is coming off on the liner, and so it's not doing too well. It's not putting down black, it's picking up this gold. Oh my goodness. Let me see if I can get it to pick up a little better. Alright. You know, I almost feel like I should wipe it off, y'all. That wasn't wise either. Alright, and then I'm going to use, I did a boo-boo, so I'm going to use one of these cotton buds and kind of get that off right there. We'll just blend that in right there. Okay. And then I'm also going to use this Infallible Matte Matic by L'Oreal in black. And I'm going to line both the lower waterline with it, and I'm going to tight line the upper waterline. I feel like this makeup it's making my eye look droopy. I don't think this is a good look for an older lady, but I did what I was told. What do y'all think? What do y'all think of this look? Obviously, I'm also doing a liner, which of course they're an eye palette, so they don't even suggest that, but I feel like that would help a little. I wonder if it made it better or worse. Again, this is so frosty, it's just, my liner is just picking it up, so it's almost not even doing right, y'all. I don't feel like it's even coming up on some places. I guess I'll have to wipe that off again. So that's as much as I can do for lining. But I do like the Tarteist because it has the cream liner on one side and the wet liner on the other. But I really do, as far as a cream liner, I like this L'Oreal. This and the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof. I think it's called Breakup Proof is the name of it, meaning it's waterproof probably because you're crying all the time because you got broke up with. Or you broke up and it was the right thing to do, but you're still sad. I don't know. It comes up with these names. I don't know. So there's that. And that's the look of the eyes. I do need to do a brow color, so we're going to use this Revlon Color Stay in Soft Brown 210. Do your little brush first and just kind of brush through your brows and get them all nice and floofed up, straight up. Whoops. It's getting little powders over there. Oh well. Oh my gosh, there's even more fallout. Hold on. I can't leave this much fallout on my nose. It's blue fallout from, I guess, I'm just using a dual fiber, which means it flicks really well. You can use a fan brush, same thing. Let me just show you. I know I have a fan brush somewhere, same thing. That's what a fan brush does. You can just kind of dust off anything. Some people use this for highlighting too, because you can put highlighter on this and then just dust like that. Like that. Stay away from your crow's feet, ladies, because you're older, so stay down right under it, right there. I'm not going to do it today, but oh, I actually got makeup there. Interesting. Also, this looks really thick. I don't think this was actually a good selection today, makeup-wise, foundation makeup-wise. I don't think it did too good, but it's done now. Okay, so I'm going to use the actual liner. There's a little hair that probably came out from last time. And you'll see that happen because these do have wax in them, so they'll be waterproof and they'll hold on, but also the wax does pull the hairs out. Just like, you know, when you go and have your hair waxed, eyebrows waxed. So that's what this does a little bit. Not bad as that, but so I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to shape the brow a little bit. Start on the under arch, and then also I'm going to do a little up in front here.